Blum has developed another drawer box system for their line of drawer boxes. It's a little simpler and easier for the average cabinet builder to put one of these together. It's I think I call it cabinet builder friendly, and so I think you'll like it too. Here's some things to think about it, is that you do have to build your front and your bottom and your back, but it's a quality drawer runner. You'll see here the slide looks different than the Legra box or the Tandem box or even the Movento or Tandem. It's a new design, but it's really a good one. I've played with it and done a box with it. I've had a sample of it. This is a really good system. I know it's a good system. And so this video is to show you how to install it. So let's identify what is it you have to build and what is it you have to buy to make a Merivobox in one of your cabinets. Well, in the illustration you see here in the blue, that's the cabinet member, and it installs inside the cabinet. You have to buy that. Now you'll look in the table here that I have that you have many options for the cabinet member. I think it starts at 11 inches and goes all the way up to 24 inches are your options for the length of the Merivo cabinet member. Plus you have a couple of options for how heavy of material you're going to put in the box. So you can select from 125 pound or else you can choose the 170 pound version. And then of course you have to buy the actual drawer box sides, and we see those in white as well. So there for that. Now, and then the front fixing bracket and the rear fixing bracket. The parts that you have to build, the drawer front, the drawer bottom, and the drawer back. Now what's really nice about this, you see it in the illustration here with kind of a yellowish brown, those are the parts you build. There's no machining that you have to do, nothing to worry about. Just cut the blanks and you can put it together. So it's a simple cabinet to do. Now there are multiple configurations. We're building an M height Merivobox in this video. But there are several other versions of a taller profile, and that'll come as supplemental information at the end of this video, so you can see what do you need for each configuration that you might like to build. So let's get started. So let's go about installing our Merivobox drawer runners in this box. It's okay to mount your Merivobox drawer runner on the floor of the cabinet. That's fine. You have to have a minimum, though, from the floor of your cabinet to this line of holes is 54 millimeters if you're going to make that work out. So the setback here from the front edge of the cabinet to the front edge of the slide is 4 millimeters. So we'll check that out. Set this at 4. And check out our setback. We got the 4 millimeter setback. And then if we're using this hole, the third hole, 1, 2, 3, then that's 37 millimeters back from the front edge. From the front edge of the cabinet to the center of this hole, 37 millimeters. And once that's accomplished, we can screw her down and go on to the next step. I piloted the hole for the third one here, so I'm going to get it in the right place with ease. That was at the 37 millimeter setback. I also used a Vicks bit and piloted the hole on this side at 37 millimeters. So I got that right. Good for me. And now we'll put some stabilizing screws in. And now our Merivobox cabinet members are installed into our box. We're exactly 12 inches wide on the inside, 305 millimeters. And what we need to do now is cut a bottom and a back for the drawer members for the Merivobox. So there's the drawer members. And we need to cut a piece for the bottom and a piece for the back. And one of the calculations we'll use, as you can see in the text there on the side, is we have to know what the inside cabinet width is, and we do know that it's 305 millimeters or 12 inches. So the width of our bottom and the width of our back are based on the interior width of the cabinet. And then because this is an M height Merivobox, that's prefixed. When we go to E height, that's a prefixed back. Bottom and back, I'm going to cut those starting now. And we'll look at the dimensions on this sheet to see how big we cut each. So I have the same paperwork here in my hand that you have on the screen. And when we look at the drawer bottom, if you look at the example here, it says M height example, we have to have the interior cabinet width minus 51 millimeters or 2 inches. That's how wide we'll build the bottom, and then the length of the bottom will be the actual profile length minus 26 millimeters. And drawer back, here again, 51 millimeters less than the inside opening. And because it's an M, the back is going to be 83 millimeters high. That's what we'll do, and I'll explain to you what that profile length is. When you calculate the dimensions for the bottom of the box, because the instructions are going to tell you to subtract 26 millimeters or 1 inch from the actual profile length, and they're talking about the cabinet member. You probably are going to order a 22 inch or a 24 inch or an 18 or something like that. Well, the actual profile length is not going to be 22. This is a 22-inch Merivo cabinet member, and it is not 22 inches. The actual profile length is, for a 22-inch, is 21 5/8 or 550 millimeters. So you have to subtract 26 from the actual profile length, which is 550 millimeters. And that's how long you cut the bottom for your Merivobox. Because I'm prone to making mistakes, I did pre-drill. And so now I can attach the rear brackets to the back, the drawer back, and I'll do that now. The back is done. And now I'm going to attach the back of the cabinet to the Merivo drawer box pieces. They snap on pretty good. And I'm pretty sure they don't snap off real easy. Now, back is on. The drawer bottom is cut to size according to the specification, so I will slide that together. And flip it over. Now let's install the Merivobox into the cabinet. Pull the drawer slides, the cabinet members, all the way out, and then set your drawer box on it and just push it all the way back. When you hear the click, you know that your Merivobox is installed. So now you might struggle with, how do I get it out? Like I did. I didn't think I was going to get it out till I realized I had to get a little rough on it. So you have to pull the drawer box hard, like that, and up and then out. See, it's just a matter of getting rougher than I like to do. Now we got to measure for the drawer front. There it is. I cut the drawer front now. I made it 12 3/4 inches wide, which is 324 millimeters wide, and that'll give me a 9.5 millimeter overlay on each side. And then I made it 5 1/4 inches high, and I'm going to also use a 9.5 millimeter overlay on the bottom. So that's how I'm going to set up the drilling jig to drill the holes for these front locking devices, if you can see them. So I'm going to reposition the camera so you can see what's going on when I drill those holes. And we'll see if I can get that door to clip on there like it's supposed to. I have this jig from the manufacturer, from Blum, to make sure I get my hole locations correct on my drawer front. Let me just show you one thing that you can do with this jig. I put an extra piece of particle board here because the jig is quite large and this is a very tiny drawer front, and that just keeps my jig level. The jig comes with this pin so that if you want to use a screw-on front clip, you can put the pin in the hole, get your jig lined up, and give it a wrap, and do it again. And so now I've got a location, a screw hole location, I think you can see it, for where to drill holes if you're going to pilot and then use a screw-on version of this clip. The overlay on this now is 9.5 millimeters, so I have to use, as the diagram that you see here on the side shows, from the side I have to go 9.5 plus 20.5, and that's what I did. I set the jig on the calibrations here, and from the bottom of the door coming up, I set the jig at 43, which is 9.5 plus 33.5. So I got that right. Also, I put a piece of tape on the things to mark the holes I'm going to use so I don't goof it up. I've done it before, and I'll do it again if I don't use that tape. So I'm doing the same thing over here. I'm going to mark, and this is what you would do if you're going to do the screw-on version, and you can get your locations for those holes exactly correct. There. Hope you can see that. Now, I could use the screw-on version, but I'm not. I'm actually going to use the dowel version, so now I'm going to use a 10 millimeter bit. That I have this 10 millimeter bit, and this collar comes with this kit. And I'm going to drill those holes. And now I'm going to attach the door to the drawer front. There's a little hook you'll know you're in the right place if it hangs like that. And then just push it into position. And the door's locked on there. And that's your... Well, there it is. The job is done. The Movento drawer box is assembled and installed in my demo box. And now, as I promised, there is some supplemental information for the different configurations, like what parts you need to buy for each design, and they'll be right at the end of this video. Let us know what you think of the video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, give us the thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Our first supplemental grouping is the Merivobox E-Height with a box cap and an overlay drawer front. And the pages that follow here are representing all of the technical information you need to assemble this box. Our second grouping is the Merivobox E-Height, and this is an interior rollout, and it has a box cap set. And all of the technical drawings that you will need to build this box is included in these few pages. Our third grouping is the Merivobox E-Height, and it has a single side gallery. And this again is for overlay drawer fronts. All the drawings and technical information you need is included in these next few pages. This fourth grouping of the Merivobox is what they call the E-Height with box cover. They call it a design element. It's the glass piece that you make. And it's for overlay drawer fronts. Again, these pages include all the information you need.